What's up, fabulous? I'm Narz, and on today's fix, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 just set another franchise record. Nintendo has some new games to show you tomorrow, and we'll look at the weapons you'll have at your disposal in God of War Ragnarok. It's all presented by God of War Ragnarok, rated M for mature, available on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 consoles. After securing the biggest opening weekend in franchise history, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 has crossed another milestone, becoming the fastest Call of Duty game to make $1 billion. Launched on October 28th, Modern Warfare 2 earned $1 billion in worldwide sales in its first 10 days. The previous franchise best was held by 2012's Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which took 15 days to hit the $1 billion mark. Modern Warfare 2's rocket-powered opening was apparent after its first weekend when it brought in $800 million worldwide, passing 2011's Modern Warfare 3 for the biggest first weekend in Call of Duty history. The sequel also saw the biggest PlayStation Store launch ever for a Call of Duty game, prompting Xbox's Phil Spencer to finally say Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard will not keep the Call of Duty franchise from appearing on PlayStation platforms. This all gives Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 a very good chance of unseating the current best-selling game of the year, Elden Ring. Moving on, Nintendo has announced that a brand new Indie World Showcase will air tomorrow, Wednesday, November 9th, and it will feature roughly 25 minutes of information on upcoming indie games headed to the Nintendo Switch. The showcase will begin on November 9th at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. If you live in Australia, that translates to November 10th at 4 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Hope you're an early riser. The last Indie World Showcase took place on May 11th earlier this year and featured such games as the crustacean-themed Souls-like Another Crab's Treasure, the rhythm-based dungeon crawler Soundfall, and the adorable Ooblets. We'll have a full report on everything announced at tomorrow's Nintendo Indie World Showcase right here at IGN. The prophesied end of the world is fast approaching in God of War Ragnarok, and it's up to Kratos and Atreus to choose between their own safety and that of the Nine Realms. The odds may be great, but the demigod duo have the tools they need to clash against powerful Norse gods like Thor and Freya. Kratos' arsenal is composed of weapons fans of the series have come to expect. Weapons like the magical Leviathan axe, which can be thrown or recalled by its user at will, and the Blades of Chaos, which allow for fluid attack chains that deal heavy damage. In God of War Ragnarok, these storied weapons are getting a brand new set of attacks called Weapon Signature Moves that allow Kratos to imbue the axe and blades with elemental powers of ice and fire, respectively. When you're on the defensive, you'll be able to rely on new additions to the game, like the Dauntless and Stonewall shields, which have distinct strengths and weaknesses. The Dauntless shield is geared towards quick reaction times if players parry at the last possible moment. Kratos' shield will unleash a devastating smash that tosses and stuns enemies. On the other hand, the Stonewall removes parrying altogether in favor of consistent defense. Each hit the shield takes absorbs kinetic energy that, when fully charged, can be slammed into the ground to produce a shock wave that knocks enemies off their feet. Meanwhile, Atreus has been honing his archery skills to deliver powerful attacks with the Talon bow. He's also developed new runic summoning abilities that let him hold his own even against the toughest opponents. You'll need to master these weapons and use your wits to defeat fearsome opponents in God of War Ragnarok, available tomorrow, November 9th, on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 consoles. If you're looking for some God of War Ragnarok swag, be sure to go to IGN.com/RagnarokFix giveaway for the official rules and for a chance to win a bunch of God of War Ragnarok merch, like digital deluxe copies of the game with digital bonuses, God of War themed backpacks, Mjolnir pen stands, mugs, and more. And that is the Daily Fix for today, November 8th. I'm Narz, and heads up, we have a Black Panther Wakanda Forever spoilcast coming on Monday, November 14th at 10 a.m. Pacific. We'll break down everything about the movie and answer all your burning questions. And as always, remember to stay fabulous.